I always thought it was interesting seeing chickens perched up on a doohickey. Here they all are. Just a skosh after 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of them are already on the floor. Some of them are still up there. They will roost and poop wherever they want. Okay, good. The battery's off of that. It's on the charger. So that I'm ready to go to grease this thing. Look at that. Partial tube in it. Yay. Can you believe this, guys? It's the end of August, and I'm in long sleeves. We'll take it. It's a sign it's gonna cool down anyway. So, yeah. I guess this is all the more daylight it's gonna get out. Hook the disc bind up to the 7800, but before I do, well, I guess I could go start that track. I'll start that skid loader and let that thing warm up, and then I will go start the tractor, let it warm up, come back, move skid loader. Or you know what? Well, I got the machine. Well, I might be able to, well, shoot. I might just, well, no, that probably wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I gotta, yeah. Well, let me just start this thing anyhow. Enough him hauling around. I was thinking I wouldn't have enough room to get that out, but this is a 13-foot door or opening, and this is only a 10-foot wide mower, and so I should have all kinds of a room. So we got everything up here for when we start to run beans. 30-foot grain head. That thing is a pain in the butt to move around this farm. I couldn't imagine trying to get a 40-foot head around this farm. Oh, or even a 35-foot. Well, 35-foot wouldn't be as bad, but you go and add that extra 10 foot or 5 foot to 35, and it just would make things that much harder to get around. Nah, we don't need the lights. I'm convinced that this mower is not adjusted right, and I know for a fact that it is because that side always dips down more than this side does. There's no turnbuckle or nothing to hold that cylinder to take the weight off of it. Maybe it's just the dip we got here from the trucks backing in all the time that it's, yeah, I think it's in. Yep, that's what it is. So our little loader is all warmed up here. Got myself up here. So I kind of didn't like where I had that skid loader. If this thing was over that way about, what, a foot, I'd be able to get the skid loader in here more comfortable. But the way I had it in here, you would have had to move it anyhow because the tire on the skid loader was right in line with tire on the manure spreader. So instead I just put it over there in that spot for right now. When we got the pig mover on the Heston, we got to set almost here kind of to go with that end door, just because of the way the pig mover is designed, and Dad don't like the skid loader being here, so that's why we started putting it in front of the disc bind, but so we didn't have to move it all the time. But it all works out. What are you looking at? Huh? Hi, babies. You guys are growing. No? Don't tell me no. It looks like they're growing. Okay, I gotta get something done. I can't stand here and make noises at you. Come on out, kids. Hi, guys. She's still got all 10 of them. Cool. It's a 1995 John Deere 7800 with the 466 in it. About 150 horse or so. So I think next year I'm gonna try and talk Dad into letting me put that disc bind on the 6120. Disc bind will never see that mower because it don't have 3 sets of hydraulics. It's only got 2 sets, which it'd be fine for the round baler, the rakes, the tedder, the disc bind, and a square baler. So that might be happening and it might not. I don't know. It is 120 horsepower, so it would have plenty of power to run the disc bind. Question is, can I get backed in there appropriately to get this thing out? I should have just used the skid loader while I had it out, but I didn't have no good way of wrapping chain or nothing around the tongue. Yeah, get the thing out in the light here where I can see what the heck I'm doing better. lights on there. Oh, what fun. Let's see, these two go together because they got the zip tie around them. These are for your up and down. Right is always up. And then the other one is your down. And then the one that's by itself is the swing. Plug our lights in. Okay, so now that's only one thing to do is to try it. Small lever should be nope, that's backwards. Why is this? I like the small lever to be. Oh well, we'll screw with it later. At least it works. So since my charging pack works on my phone, as you can see we're charging. I wonder if it works on this camera. Guys, I think I just found my savior to a dead battery on this camera from it dying all the time. Sweet. USB-C cable fits, that's the same thing as what my phone takes. Awesome. Yay. Okay, so now I got my grease gun, the battery back in the grease gun. Grab a tube of grease. Oh, you know what? I gotta grease that stupid universal. I shouldn't have hooked that up yet, because there's no good way of greasing this universal here unless, wait a minute, yeah, okay, yeah, there it is. It's right there at the top, but it's just easier to, yeah, right there. It's just easier to grease this guy with when you don't have him hooked up to anything, as I know a lot of you farmers probably know that. So I just decided to go ahead and slide the thing off. It'd be a quick slidey offy on-y kind of thing. Since it's, you know, looking right at me there, then I can spin it to get the other side. Looks like that thing hasn't been greased, or has it? Maybe it has been greased. I don't know, but it don't hurt to grease it again. Guys, just go ahead and tell me that I over-grease stuff. Just go ahead and tell me I over-grease stuff to make me feel better. There should be. Is that it? Just the one? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is work my way around the other side of the machine. Work my way bass backwards. Okay, I'll bring you down here. For those of you that don't know and have the 7230, oh disc bind. There's one grease fitting there. There's some down in here. There's actually two, one per side for this gearbox that runs this thing in the drive shaft. So all you do, just set you guys up like that. Put some grease in this one because it is staring me right in the face. You wait till it cracks, you're done. Then you can go ahead and spin it around. Okay. And then there's this one. Here's that one right there. Right there. And then you only have to do the same thing to it. You just pump grease till it cracks. And then you're done. Then you come around here to this side. You set that up there and you spin this clutch or the shaft around. And there it is, right there. So there's that one. That's not one, that's some kind of a plug. Actually, I think, isn't that? No, that's some kind of a plug. There is one down here, but I gotta spin the shaft again once I get done. Putting grease in that one because you guys hear it crack? Okay, that means you're done. Tired of getting chewed out for wasting grease. Then you just keep spinning that guy until you find out where that shaft is. And it is turning ever so slowly. I don't get why it ain't turning unless... Ooh. Yep. That's gonna be one of them pain in the butt deals. You see, is that where I want it? Of course, yes. Okay, it's right, staring me right in the face. And there's the grease. Okay. There it is. Oops. There's none on these pulleys. Got that one already. Need to get this one here. And you're supposed to, I think, put a couple shots of grease right there where that cover is, but why? I don't know why. That's a god awful greasy mess. So yuck. Yeah, but the grease fitting is staring me right at the top. Right there, right my finger's at. I just got this one to get yet. And then we'll be done. And there. It's all greased. Ready to go to work. Put my fresh tube of aqua lube. No, this ain't aqua lube, is it? No. This is high temp grease. Okay. Dello high temp grease. For drive lines and stuff like that. But mainly for drive lines. So now we get to go put the thing away. Because I don't think he's gonna want demo hay today or anything, because it's just too flat out, I think. tongue now so I can make a sharper turn, as you guys can see there. And then before I get too far ahead of myself, I will swing the thing back in like such. And that's how I cheat and make my left hand turns. I mean, one thing I forgot to do was pull these springs back, so that when I go to lift this thing up, the latches will snap back and I can set this thing back down on the ground where it's supposed to be. I guess you guys can go ahead and watch and see how it's done. So now that job is done and that is setting on the ground so nobody gets hurt. Like if a hydraulic hose or something blows and the thing lets down all of a sudden, nobody will get killed. That's the biggest thing. So I'm in the mood to grease stuff, and while we're discussing grease, I might as well go ahead and put some grease in this gator. I'm actually kind of disappointed with John Deere. Because, well, of the simple fact I'll show you in a minute, is the simple fact that there is only one grease fitting on this machine. This 825 Gator, and it is for the drive shaft, and I'm actually not seeing a hole like on mine. Huh. Oh, ain't that funny? I'm not... Oh, maybe the hole's up here. No? Oh, the hole's down here. That's right. So it is just like on my Gator. And there the fitting is. So with that, I'll go ahead and push it ahead just a little bit more. Actually went too far. It's actually right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the park brake, because I don't want this thing rolling over me while I have my finger in there, or my hand in there, trying to grease it. So I might as well touch on why I'm disappointed with John Deere. Is because you come back here, there's no grease fittings on the suspension or nothing. There's none. What's that drive belt look like on this Gator? Oh, it's still there. Oh, okay, cool. That drive belt's still good. Mine, this pulley here it would spin all the time with the engine off. This one's got a lot of resistance to it, which tells me the pulley or the belt is still good. But whenever, like the Kubota RTVs and stuff like that, I think, yeah, Polaris even has them, is why didn't John Deere put grease fittings on their machines? And this is one of them deals where I gotta use both hands. Hang on. Maybe I can... There, just a couple pumps is all that it takes to put grease in that thing. Not that, I'm not convinced that the drive shaft, grease in the drive shaft does anything. I'm not convinced, guys. I'm just not. I don't know on these things if there is a grease fitting for the four-wheel drive or not. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm working at this here. I'm going to pull this air filter. Oh, ooh. That's actually a smaller filter than what my gator takes. That's actually not too bad. I'll just go ahead and stick it in it and we'll let it be. Might as well do this one back here while I'm at it. This one's actually a little bit tougher to get at. This one don't look too bad as well. I guess we'll just go ahead and let this one alone. I actually like what Deere has done on these gators. Is they moved these older 825s. They shoved this up underneath the passenger seat. I like that a lot better than sticking out in front of the rear tire like on mine, but you can't be picky. It is what it is. Mine's got doors. This one does not.